All right, welcome into 5 Reasons to Bet here on the 5 Reasons YouTube channel. This is our usual Wednesday into Thursday night football show. I'm Ethan Skolnick. You can follow me at Ethan J. Skolnick and at 5 Reasons Sports. We've got Jim Rodriguez. You can follow him at JRod Show. Alfredo Arteaga. You can follow at Alf_Arteaga. And Taylor Mathis, you can just follow her everywhere. So I'll let her give out the Twitter handle. There it is again. All right, you can read it there on the screen. Let's get to the records, and then we'll get to our sponsors. Taylor is leading. She's 22-8. But look at this. This is pretty damn good work against the spread, I must say, by all four of us. I'm 18-12. Jim is 18-12. Alfredo is making that Dolphins charge. Left for dead. All of a sudden now 17-13. He's in the hunt like Dolphin fans usually are. All right, let's get to our sponsors. We're sponsored, as always, by our friends over at BetUS.com. We are still running this promotion. Not only do you get the bonus if you put in the code 5, which means they're going to give your money up to 125%. But if you send it to us in a DM, send a screenshot of your deposit, we're going to send you a T-shirt. We've got plenty of T-shirts on the 5 Reasons site. You can pick between Dolphins, Heat, or any of the other shirts that we got.
Maybe I'll even send you this Charlie Brown Christmas tree I got behind me here.
See, look at that. Charlie Brown Christmas tree. You get that too. BetUS.com. Use the code FIVE. I know Taylor has posted some stuff on social media about stuff that people ask her to send. She's not going to send that. Jim's going to send the Charlie Brown Christmas tree if you get that. And I probably have a spare microphone here I can get you too. We're also sponsored by Booze Bandage, but we'll mention that later. One other announcement on the show. I'm springing this on everybody here. We got 3 weeks left, but that's not enough time to catch Taylor. So we're going to have 3 weeks. But the last Sunday of the regular season, we're going to pick 3 games for that weekend. 3 games. So we've got 6 games left. And we've got, what are we now? I'm 4 games back. Alfredo is 5 games back. So essentially, he's going to
run the table.
He's going to have to pretty much run the table. Although 6 games, it's actually 12 bets. So there is some opportunity to do this. I'm going to let Alfredo start today. What do we think on this Thursday night?
You want the over-under or you want the line?
Over-under.
Okay. I was giving this a lot of thought. Neither offense looks all that great when they're missing players, right? Mm-hmm. But it is a dome. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go against the grain and go over. And the line, I believe, as of right now, is 43.5. So I want to take it over, just slightly over. We got some good news if you like the Minnesota side of this. Dalvin Cook is practicing today. Mm-hmm. Adam Thielen is not, so that's bad. Justin Jefferson is really good. KG Osborne is a really nice player. You're going to get to see him on Thursday night. Minnesota has enough to score in this. I don't think 43.5 is crazy. This game could be 26-23, and we're way over, so I'm going to take over.
Yeah, I'm going over as well. The Dalvin Cook thing pushed me over the edge. To me, that's worth a touchdown at the very least. So I think that they do push over. I don't think it's going to be by a lot. I think you're looking at like a 24. Well, I'm not going to give away the score, but I think both will be in the 20s, which I think will get you over there. Taylor?
I'm also going to take the over. I mean, with Cook playing, and then on top of it, I think that you've got to look at both of these teams. And when the Vikings lose a game, they've been 7-1 against the spread, I believe, after a loss. So not against the spread. I mean, 7-1 for the over after a loss. So with a terrible loss and devastating loss, they've made losing like an art form at this point this season. I think that the Vikings and the Steelers are going to go over in this one.
They're the new Chargers. Go ahead, J-Rod.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. The Vikings are in the same position we are in trying to catch Taylor. They've got to go 4-1 to be in the hunt to get back into the playoffs. I'm going to disagree with everybody, and I'm going to go under 43.5 because that Vikings offensive line is in tatters. And T.J. Watt, who is going to be the defensive player of the year, is going to have a field day against Kirk Cousins and that offensive line. I don't think they're going to be able to get enough rhythm. They're going to get enough momentum to be able to throw the ball. Ben Roethlisberger on a short week. He's not any good now. On a short week, I don't see a lot of offense coming out of that. So I'm going to go under 43.5.
Got TJ Watt. Dolphins could have had him. They took Charles Harris. Anyway, a word for Booze Bandage. man. That couple parties every weekend. It's unbelievable. Get your Booze Bandage. Get the 20% off. Use that code 5RSN. Thank you to Booze Bandage for renewing as a sponsor. Make sure you support our sponsors. Helps the network. And obviously, it's a great product. All right, let's get to the game itself now. You mentioned it, J-Rod, and I'll let you start here. The Vikings they're pressed up. I mean, they got a lot of material there. Hasn't really come together this season. Lost a ton of close games. The Steelers lose this one, they're done too. I mean, you look at the AFC, you cannot afford a loss like this to a team that's under 500. How do you see it playing out?
Yeah, it's funny. The Steelers are actually literally they've got a foot in the door in the playoff picture. They're a half a game behind Buffalo for the last spot in the AFC. So this is a big game for them on the road. It's the Steelers +3, and I like it because, first of all, you're getting even money if you take the Steelers +3 at betus.com. I like Pittsburgh in this game. They find ways to win. You know, I was talking to Al before we started. This is one of those games where I'm really betting on the coach. Mike Tomlin just finds a way to win, and Mike Zimmer finds a way to lose. So I'm going to go Pittsburgh +3 in this game because I like the points. I think they win the game straight up, but I'm going to take that even money +3. And I love these prop bets. By the way, the first team to 10 points in this game, I love the Steelers at 140, +140. And if the game goes into overtime, +750. This screams a little slogging it out, even though it's in Minnesota, even though it's got a roof. This has got an old slogger, 17-17 kind of going into overtime. So I'm going to roll with the Steelers on the points.
Taylor?
I'm rolling with the Steelers on the points too. I agree. I think the biggest thing you got to watch for, and Jim was already saying this, is TJ Watt is a monster. And I feel like both of these teams have top pass rushing defenses. And TJ Watt is the best guy defensively that you can possibly have. 3.5 sacks last week, and he's leading the league with 16. I feel like Kirk Cousins is going to be in some danger this week, and they seem to find a way to lose every single week. So I feel like the fact that they're actually home favorites is slightly shocking to me after that loss to Detroit. So I am going to go with the Steelers with the points.
Alfredo?
Well, for years, Mike Zimmer has been on the cusp of being fired, and he always finds a way to squirm his way out of being fired. I have a number for you. The Vikings are 0-6 against the spread. You never see this type of trend. 0-6 against the spread as a home favorite this season. That is it's a 5-star alarm fire, all right? Which means I'm going to do what no gambler should ever do, which is say they're due.
Yes.
And they'll break this. Vikings cover the 3.
Ooh.
More likely than not, I'm going to get a push, and I'm going to have a little tie at the end of my record because they'll win by a field goal. They're 0-6 against the spread as a home favorite this year. I say they'll be 1-6 after Thursday night.
I think with every quarterback, there comes a time where there's a national dialogue that he is done. And I think we are past the point with Ben Roethlisberger, but I think Thursday night is going to cement it. He is done, okay, in my view. Great run. They're going to be moving on at the end of the season. I think the Vikings win this for exactly the reason that Alfredo's saying. I think Zimmer finds a way to pull this thing out, pull the wool over their eyes again. I don't like that. I didn't even know that trend, Alfredo, but that makes me feel stronger about it. And the Dalvin Cook return, that is everything. He gives them a multidimensional threat on offense. I'm going to go with the Vikings, and I need to because I need to catch Taylor. So anyway, that's where we're at. Get your Booze Bandages using the code 5RSN. Go to BetUS. Make sure you take the screenshot. All right, take the screenshot of your deposit. You can deposit whatever you want. Just make sure you take the screenshot. Use the code 5 there. Have a good week.
Ho, ho, ho.